Hello and welcome to another episode of Microsoft Fabric. And in today's episode, we will learn how can we optimize the delta table write. We want to write down in the delta parquet format from the Spark, and during the writing, how can we optimize the file writing. So for that, let me tell you a couple of commands which you can run on the Spark which will optimize your delta write. So let me showcase you those commands first of all. So to optimize the delta write, you can use, first thing is enable the V-order. V-order enables the fast and more efficient reads by various compute engines such as Power BI, SQL and Spark. V-order applies special sorting, distribution, encoding and compression on the Parquet files at write time. So this is the V-order which we are going to enable. And the second option we are going to do is optimize write. Optimize write improves the performance and reliability by reducing the number of files written and increasing their size. It is useful for the scenario where delta table have suboptimal or non-standard file size, or where the extra write latency is tolerable. Means you can tolerate the extra write latency. So please remember this. You might have a write latency in this case, but you will optimize the write by increasing the file size. Now there are detailed article on V-order. So here if you go ahead and read what is V-order. V-order is a write time optimization to the Parquet file format that enables lightning fast reads under the Microsoft Fabric compute engine such as Power BI, SQL, Spark and others. Now Power BI and SQL engine make sure Microsoft Verti scan technology and V-order Parquet file to achieve in-memory like data access time. Spark and other non-Verti scan compute engines also benefited from the V-order files with average of 10% faster read times, with some scenarios up to 50%. So this is V-order, and how to enable the command has been given. If you want to run on SQL, this is the command. The same can also be run using the Python. So the command is spark.sql.parquet.vorder.enable, and we have to enable or disable it. Same way, there is also a detailed article on the optimize write, how to do that, what are the benefits of optimize write, when to use it, when to avoid it, and then you have the command to set it, spark.microsoft.delta.optimizewrite.enable equal to true. Now we have learned what command we wanted to run. Let's go ahead and execute those on the Microsoft Fabric Lakehouse using the Spark and see what is the difference. So let's jump onto the app.powerbi.com. So I am here on the app.powerbi.com, which is the Power BI home in Microsoft Fabric. I can go to the workspaces, 01ZA Fabric workspace. Here I have quite a few lake houses, and the lake house which I want to use today is 02 Lake. I have already explained you in my past videos how to create a lake house. So click on Lake 02, it opened the Lake House Explorer. Here inside the files, I have created this large file by copying my retail data.fabric CSV multiple times. So I created this retail large CSV file. Now to start a notebook or Spark notebook, you can go here, open notebook, and from there you can use a new notebook. I'm going to show you how to open a new notebook, and later on I'll jump on my existing notebook where I have entire code. Once your notebook has opened, you will see now new changes on the left hand side, resources and lake house. I will click on the lake house. I'll click on the files and I will be able to see my files. You can drag one of the file here and it will give you the command to read the file in the Spark. Spark.read.format CSV options header equal to true and load the complete file path name. You got the file path name and then you can display it. I have already tried this out, so I will open my file where I have done this exercise. So as you have seen already this code, this is the code which I plan to execute first, and post that we are going to use the enable V-order and the write optimizer. Now for the first time, either you can use the run all from the top, which I don't want, or you can down arrow and say run cell, run above. It will start the Spark engine also. Now your language should be, in this case, Spark Python, because I'm using the Python code, and you can run the individual cell. I'm going to run the individual cell for the first time. It will take few seconds to start the Spark engine also. As you can see, it has read the file in 13 seconds and displayed the rows from the data frame first 1000. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to disable these two first In case they're on, I'm trying to make sure that they are false. So I am disabling that. Now I'm going to write the file using the df.write.format delta, which is the delta package format, and this is the format in which we are going to see them as tables. Mode is append and save table as retail1. So let me execute this particular command. The file has been successfully written in 1 minute and 6 seconds. Before I go ahead and run a SQL command, let me go back to the lake. So I will go here and open the lake 02, and inside the lake 02 I can see my retail table here. I will click on the 3 dots of the retail table and click on view files. As you can see, it has created multiple files of 26 MB, and it has also created the delta log folder with the JSON file of 55 KB, and there are some other temporary folder. Now let's go back to the file and try to run SQL command. I just wanted to query the first 100 rows, and I'm using this percentage SQL so that I can run SQL while I'm using the language as PySpark Python. It took 5 seconds and displayed me the results. The results are available. Now let's look at the count of the rows in the table. So we have around 14 million rows here. Let's now run the command to optimize these. So spark.config is configuration.set park.sql.parquet.vorder.enabled equals to true. So we want to enable the vorder. Vorder is enabled. Now let's run another command, park.conf.set park.microsoft.delta.optimize write.enabled, and it is set as true. Run it. It is ran again. Now let me run this file. This may take a little bit more time to write. As it was mentioned, it may take a little bit more time in some cases. Let me run this. So it's running. It took 1 minute and 47 seconds and returned the file successfully. It has taken more time, but is it going to give us some advantage? Let's go ahead and look at it. Again, I'm going to run SQL command to get the first 100 rows. And I got the data in 2 to 3 seconds, 2 seconds and 436 milliseconds compared to the last one where we have got this data in 4 seconds and 846 seconds. So you can definitely see the optimization. Now let's look at the number of rows. Hope it has written the complete rows. Should be around 14 million. Yes, the number of rows are around 14 million. The same number of rows are there. Now what's the difference it has made while saving this file? So we'll go to lake 02, and here I'm going to refresh the tables. Delta Parquet means a table. I click on the retail 2, 3 dots, view files, and surprisingly we see only one file of 23 MB. Look how much space saving we have done. It has taken a little more time to write, but it is only written in 23 MB. And the log file JSON of 4 KB, and as usual the temporary folder. So now you have understood that write optimize has taken much less space in the table. So the write optimized table has taken much less space, and that is why it is able to query faster. And we are able to see almost a 40 to 50% gain in the commands. We can run further more complex command and analyze how it is going to behave in such cases. So why don't you go ahead and try that out? In case you need this file, ping me in the comments. I'll give you the Dropbox path. I can also provide you the code to duplicate this file into the Microsoft Fabric so that you can create a bigger file. So go ahead and try this out, and do let me know what else you want me to cover in this particular series. Thanks for watching this particular video. Thank you.